It's time for the rundown. Tune in as Amelia and Lori share their must-dos in some of their favorite cities, amuse you with their guilty pleasures, share the unsung promo hero of the week, and help decipher all those impossible text acronyms.
Welcome to episode 48 of The Rundown. I'm Amelia Madl with Promo Corner, and joining me live and in person is Lori Bolton from Totally Bamboo. How's it going? Amelia! We're going to break all PDA rules right now and touch each other.
I know. So amazing. So this is our second time this year that we are together in person.
Yeah.
We filmed at SAC, and when I found out I was coming out here, the first person I texted was you, like, are you going to be at Promotions East?
We're there.
That's where we're at. We're at Promotions East in Atlantic City. Little chilly on this side of the world.
I haven't been outside for 24 hours.
It's a little chilly. Gosh, so much is going on.
I know. Okay, we're going to get into that.
Okay.
We're both excited and we have some bubbles here. But first, we have our show sponsor. So today's sponsor is the Magnet Group. They are a top 14 perennial supplier that offers thousands of products to fit every budget. They include top-selling categories such as magnets, journals, direct mail, bags, drinkware, technology, towels, blankets, awards, and food. Did I miss anything?
I can share. I mean, they just launched a retail brand drinkware piece called Kombucha. I love the name because it reminds me of kombucha. But it's Kombucha, and it's a higher-end retail brand, and they did the soft launch, and I know inventory is going to be available by the end of this month, beginning of November. So
awesome. And they also have exceptional customer service and execution, so go check out the Magnet Group. Let them help you on your next project, and go check them out at themagnetgroup.com. All right, Lori, what the hell?
Jeez, first of all, cheers!
Cha-ching!
Prosecco.
In our fasty. I'm
Our
so tired.
I know. And our fancy plastic glasses. You know what? I'll take it because the pour was nice.
Yeah. So we're just going to get into it. What are we up to?
Oh my gosh.
We're at Saguenay.
It
It took us 5 years to get here by travel. Planes, trains, automobiles, Ubers.
Very expensive Ubers. I don't book my airfare based on football games. NFL. I get in last night at 11:30, and I go to get an Uber to come in. I flew into Philly because it was the most cost-effective way, I thought, to get an Uber to Atlantic City. The rates were coming in at like $357.
For the Uber?
Yeah. I put
You could have got a private plane and flown here.
I tried. I put my head in my hands. I'm like, how am I going to explain this to ownership? That I'm needing an Uber, right? So I was toggling back and forth, and finally some guy says, you're not going to get a lower rate because there's a football game going on. They won, and people stay out. I guess the bars stay open until like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they party. So I went back inside because it's not the safest airport.
No.
Sat on the baggage carousel and just kept refreshing.
Rode around on circles.
Yes.
Like, will somebody please pick me up?
Yes.
Who's going to claim Lori Bolton?
Yes. 2 hours. I finally got the rate down to 121, but I didn't get in.
You sat for 2 hours trying to...
Yes.
Girl, you're crazy.
I know. But I sat for 2 hours. I got it down to 121 and made it here at 3 o'clock. It just, it's what we do. It's how we travel. So...
Wow. Well, yours is shittier experience than mine, but I traveled in on Sunday. There's no direct from Kansas City to Philly.
Yes.
So Kansas City, Chicago, had a 3-hour layover, then to Philly, then took the little train to station 30. I don't know.
What's a little train?
Just like a jumper train? I don't freaking know. I don't ride the trains. This is my first time.
Was it like an Amtrak? Or was it like a city?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was like an Amtrak.
Yeah.
And
so
then you
fun.
go to the big train station
Oh,
that's
nice.
super nasty. And then we got on and rode that. And then it was 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
So I left my house at 8 in the morning and got here at 10 o'clock at night.
It's too much. I need to, reminder to myself, next year, book directly into Atlantic City. I'm not doing it. And I'm not checking the Packers schedule. Or
There's
Packers,
not really...
the Eagles. The Eagles play here, I think, in Philly.
I think Brandon and I flew faster from our respective cities to London than it took us to fly from our respective cities to Atlantic City. So
crazy.
Okay, moving on. We're going to move on. Okay, Lori, don't give me any more tips I can't do. Please give me something I can do.
So
what is my living with Lori tip?
We are in seasonal changes right now.
Okay.
We're changing out of summer and we're going into fall. Hence, Christmas and holiday decorations that were out before Halloween.
Yeah.
But it's super important. We feel it. Sometimes we don't understand why we're feeling a little funky. The days get shorter. And pretty soon here with time change, Arizona, we don't have a daylight savings time. And I think they've passed a law, right? Soon.
I don't know what's going on
It's
with
not going to
that.
have a time change. But the fact of the matter is, we feel funky. We aren't really sure why, and it is because of shorter days, less sunlight.
It's the winter blues. It's a real thing.
It is a real
legit.
thing.
If you ask the doctor,
it's a real thing. It is true. So seasonal changes can cause major imbalance in our microbiome. And as a reminder for those that have listened to our news, our microbiomes is our gut. And everybody has an individual microbiome from the time they come out of the birth canal, or adoption, whatever it may be. Their microbiome is their own individual. So there are a couple things you can do to support your gut through these seasonal changes. And I think it's appropriate because we're into fall, going into winter. So one is to increase your fiber, and some of the things in foods for fiber would be avocado, Brussels sprouts, raspberries. I think I hit one that you like, raspberries in your bubbles.
I like Brussels sprouts.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
And avocado?
Nope.
Okay. See, I don't know if I knew that or not.
It's green and you mush it up and it looks like a dirty diaper. I don't like it.
So increase your fiber.
Okay.
Move daily. And I see this usually in some way, shape, or form on every Living with Lori. We have to move our bodies. Because when you're feeling like, oh, it's light out or it's getting dark out, I don't want to go for that walk, just take the dog or dogs or chickens a mile loop around the neighborhood, around the property.
Okay, I gotta stop. You said chickens? No, but I saw a kid. We had a little spirit parade thing in our downtown, and the little boy had a duck, and it was on a leash, and he was carrying around with a little duck leash, and I was like,
it's probably a pet, right?
I guess, I don't know. I was scared.
I hope if you're carrying a duck on a leash that it's not going to get eaten in a couple months. I hope it's a pet.
I think it's
Otherwise, leave the duck alone.
Okay. Anyways, so go for a
move
walk.
daily.
Got it.
Just anything. Move your body. Plank in your room. Plank in your hotel room. I love planking in my room, and I challenge myself to go further every time.
Does it count when you just lay stiff as a board on your back? That's
no, but if you get up on your elbows, the smushy bud. But yes,
I just lay and squeeze my elbows and squeeze my butt. Can I do that?
Sure, I'm going to count that as your daily movement.
Awesome.
Again, this is something we talk about all the time. Hydrate. Hydrate. It keeps things moving. And when I say things, read between the lines. Hydrate.
Real hydration.
Yeah, real hydration. Not that Prosecco doesn't work. It does. Stay consistent with your probiotics. We talked about this before you went over to Europe. I would have loved for you to be on a pre and a probiotic just because you're introducing different foods, and their foods actually are better than what we have here in America. They don't use processed foods like we do, but probiotics are key. Nighttime is when I take mine. And then prioritize sleep. I just talked to somebody today and they said, I'm so lucky if I get 4 hours sleep. You can't survive on 4 hours sleep. You're not going to be functioning at your best. So just a couple of things. And just again to recap, you want to increase your fiber, move daily, hydrate to keep everything moving, stay consistent with your probiotics, and prioritize sleep. And perhaps, Brandon, we can throw up an image of one of the probiotics that I like from Amazon. It's clean.
Okay. And I ask you to give me one easy thing that I could do. None of those are easy.
Yes.
Nor am I going to do any of that shit.
Yes, you're going to hydrate.
I do drink a lot of water, but...
And you're going to increase your Brussels sprout intake.
I take fiber pills.
Do you get constipated?
No, you said eat more fiber, so I just eat some pills. I don't have to worry about the vegetables. Doesn't that work?
I just want to make sure you're not constipated if you're taking fiber pills.
No, I'm not.
Okay, good.
I'm good.
Okay, good.
I'm
She's
good,
good.
girl. I'm good. Okay, well, on that note, moving along.
That's Living with Lori, and we'll do a couple more that are going to segue us into holidays because it is the blues, what we can do to help with all of that.
Besides drinking. That helps a lot.
Cheers.
Cheers again. Okay, so last time I didn't really have a mom date because I'd been gone. I have been gone more, so I was in the Europe trip, and then I was at LDW recently, so I was gone there, and then I'm here, and then I have another trip, but I did manage to squeeze in one night of family time. Well, daughter time. My whole family wasn't included. But being the good parent that I am, I took my daughter to go see Lizzo in concert.
Oh, wow.
Opened by Lado, who I don't know if you know who she is.
I don't know who Lado is. I just learned who Lizzo was from the podcast.
Oh, God, girl. Lado is a 23-year-old rapper from the South, from Atlanta, and she has very dirty lyrics. And I kept telling my daughter earmuffs the whole time because there was a lot of words I would not let her use in every day. But we had a great time.
So I thought Lizzo just had like one song.
Girl, no.
So
She's got albums.
albums?
Plural. Yes, albums.
Okay. I'm making a note.
I'll put it on your playlist here a little bit.
I'm sorry, I did watch it, but I only saw like maybe a song or two.
You don't know, in a minute, I'm gonna need a sentimental man or woman.
Oh, that's her?
To pump me up. Yeah. Feeling flossy with my Balenciaga.
Don't get this
Fabulous.
50-plus-ish
No? Okay.
girl going.
We'll do a little sing-along here.
I need to learn how to TikTok.
Oh, well, don't ask me. I have a 15-year-old daughter that helps me with that.
I've got Lada, who's a rapper who's inappropriate, and then Lizzo, who has multiple albums.
Yes, Lizzo's good.
Perfect.
Good jam music.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so for our unsung hero, we're going to do a little bit special.
Ooh.
We're going to pull a random member of our audience. Random member of our audience. Is there anyone that would like to come forward? Oh, shit. Hey, dude. Where'd you come from?
I am not a member of the audience, by the way.
Yes, you
I
are.
am the audience.
There are 4 people there, 2 there, 3 in line, 2 there.
Bobby
Some
Flay's
random-
over there. What are you talking about?
Bobby Flay. Oh, Bobby's birds.
See?
There's some random people staring at us because we're being entirely too loud
I feel
where
bad
we're
if you
sitting.
guys hear some crunching in the background after I leave this segment. It's because I'm eating some Bob's birds.
Yes.
However, my unsung hero for this week, and I've already done one, but I'm gonna do one again. And yes, from the same company, but Miss.
Is it me?
It's Miss Lori Moore.
Oh,
You guys, I know you've heard them talk about it a bunch, and you probably saw a bunch of posts on social media, but what Lori was able to do the past 2 years with our yearly meetings has been amazing. I've never worked for a company or for somebody who cares so much about their employees, and what she did for us was amazing. Being able to go to Puerto Rico last year and Ireland this year, that is just, to be able to work for a company like that
Amazing.
that actually cares is amazing, and that's all due to Miss Lori Moore.
yes. And not only that, I like to call her our house mom because, like, literally in the holiday seasons, we get these boxes of like Halloween stuff or Christmas stuff, or we all know Brandon really loves glitter, so sometimes she'll sneak in. It's a joke, he hates glitter. So she'll put a card with a little bit of glitter, just enough to annoy him.
Just enough to be around the house
Just
for a
enough
year.
where he has some sprinkles on his counter. Yeah. Brandon had his 5-year anniversary.
I
She
know,
did a really big post on that.
Yeah.
So,
And
yeah.
it's super easy to work for a company that long when you have somebody like Lori Moore, who's your chief fun officer and now house mom. So,
House mom, yeah.
Lori, unsung hero.
Our rest
work,
of the employees
Lori.
are basically like running a frat and a sorority all together, so she is the house mom.
Pretty
And
much.
I just have to interject.
She
I
only
mean-
yelled at us once when we were in Ireland to keep it down.
Really?
Oh yeah, we got to keep it down. Yeah.
We all got text messages on our phone. What are you doing?
Keep
Be
it
quiet down there.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
None
The
of
one
us
thing
paid
I
attention.
saw on the post that I love, that I think is like even more work than just, booking your flights and your hotel, was all the activities that I saw you guys do. Like, it was very thoughtful, very
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
organized, and that takes a lot of organization.
Yeah.
It wasn't just, let's go here and have meetings and then we'll figure out where to go for dinner, or we'll figure out what activity to do.
No,
Like,
it was all
very
planned out.
much organized, thoughtful, and I think that's absolutely amazing. So
Yeah, it was great.
So if you don't know who
Thanks,
Lori Moore is, now
Lori.
you do.
See ya. Look her up. Look her up on Facebook. Lori, guilty pleasures. You didn't even mention you just got back from like Hawaii.
I was
for
in
a show.
Hawaii for work. I know, tough life,
You had
right?
like 2 hours at home and then you
I had
left
2 hours at home and came. So really, I've got like a 6-hour time difference right now. And my thought process is just to drink more Prosecco and I'll fall asleep and then wake up in the morning and I'll be on time. So these are guilty pleasures a little bit. Amelia.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready for my big back surgery.
Yeah.
So I've been doing my pre-op stuff. This is where my free time is going when I'm home, because you have to schedule all this. So I have my EKG and I have my chest X-ray.
None of these sound like guilty or pleasure.
No,
so where
they're
are we
not,
going?
because the EKG came back like abnormal. Like, I've got like a block, some sort of.
Are you constipated?
Maybe I need your fiber pills.
They're chewable. They taste good. They taste like Tums.
I love
them.
it. I love
Okay.
it. So going back to Hawaii, I was on American Airlines, and this is a guilty pleasure, I promise. So I decided, David Chen, when we took one of our first trips, took me to the one of the clubs at the airport.
Okay. Like an Admiral's Club or something?
Yeah, well, it was it starts with a C. I can't think of what it's called. Anyhow, I'm like, you know what? I'm traveling so much. I'm going to give myself a club membership. This is my guilty pleasure. Okay. I got the Admiral's executive credit card, and I now get to go in and walk into the Admiral's Club and have wine and food
for free.
And
if you have a long layover, you can kind of like relax and not worry about anyone stealing your stuff off of you.
I did. So coming back from Hawaii, I had a 3.5 layover at LA before I got my little puddle jumper back to Prescott. And I wasn't sure because I'm still like navigating in this whole Admiral's Club thing. I said, I'm not flying out, I'm flying in and then flying to different airlines to get home. And they're like, just make sure you take a picture of your boarding pass or hang on to it. It doesn't matter if you're inbound or outbound, you can use the club. So I sat at the LA Club for 3 hours.
Did you get drunk?
Maybe.
I don't know, I don't remember.
So this is definitely a guilty pleasure. At my stage in life and travel after 30 years, I'm just now doing this for myself. Husband 2 didn't question it at all. He's like, yeah, go for it.
Current husband.
Unless
you're working on 3 and I don't know about it. He's current husband.
No, you would know.
2.
You would know. No, current husband. Yeah, we have 11 years in February. Current husband.
All right.
Husband 2/current.
Okay.
Anyhow, that is a guilty pleasure.
Okay.
I think because that is like,
Admiral's Club is where it's at. I don't have status, but my husband does. And when he had a 12-hour layover in Chicago,
it was nice.
I was like, just pull up 2 chairs and take a little nap.
So I would love to know if anybody's listening, if you do have membership to some of these clubs, what does it look like for you? What's your favorite thing about your Admiral's is American Airlines, but whatever lounge.
It's not hanging out with the commoners. That's why people do it.
Yeah, but I do it because I get free wine.
That's good, because I got a glass the other day, and it was $18.
That's my point. I told David Chen I'm saving him a ton of money on the company.
You should have made him pay for your Admiral's Club. We'll talk about that. Okay.
I need to earn my keep first.
Okay, so I've gone a little dark. I've gone a little dark.
Okay.
So I haven't got super far because my husband and I started watching it together, and then I watched one, and then he caught up, and we haven't been back together. But we started watching Dahmer on Netflix.
Okay.
So it's not completely based on accurate things that happen, but it's like them taking some liberties with how things went, but it's pretty creepy. I'm only on episode 3, and then I had so much time to fly here with my 3-hour layover and my 2 plane rides and the train ride that I started watching The Watcher, also on Netflix. Do you know what it is?
No,
you nod your head like
I'm going back to Dahmer. Amelia, I watched 5 minutes. I turned it off and ran out of the room. I can't do it.
You watched some creepy thing where people were like taking skin off and building other people out of it.
You remember that?
Yes.
That was children.
Yes. So see, you can.
But that was I think that was make believe. This is like a true.
Even more reason to know it.
I can't. It was too bloody the first 2 seconds.
So you don't leave your drink unattended at a bar because.
I'm sorry, I can't. And current husband too.
You can just call him his name.
Steve Herman. He walked in, he's like, what are you watching? I'm like, nothing. I don't know, maybe at some point, but I just got sick to my stomach.
I really like this. All of those happened when I was younger, so I wasn't really completely versed other than knowing he was older. Serial killer.
I remember.
I did not know that he targeted gay men or African American men more often is what I've read when I've been searching it. I don't know. I thought he was like a Bundy. It's the
scene at the kitchen sink where he's cleaning his knife and you hear the noise, the lady next door.
Oh yeah.
Can hear him
and all the bodies are in?
Yes, I can't do it.
Okay, so the other one is The Watcher. I can't remember the guy's name. So it has Naomi Watts.
Okay.
It has shout outs from the audience. What's the guy's name? Bobby something?
Flay.
No, that's the guy that makes the hamburgers over there. Jesus, I don't know. I changed my mind at the last minute because I'd been watching it, but it's really good. It's been like talked about. I was holding it off and I kept hearing different radio shows
The Watcher.
talk about
And
it.
what platform is it on?
So it's based on a true story. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
So this husband and wife go buy a really nice house. They live in New York. They move out to suburbs because it's safer and nicer. They overextend themselves. But they keep getting these creepy letters in the mail saying like, we're watching you, we know your kids' names. And then they find stuff moved around or their son's ferret is found dead.
Oh,
like
no.
all these weird things are happening and they're trying to figure out, all the neighbors are a little off too, and they're trying to figure out what's going on. So I'm only got through 4 or 5 episodes.
I might be able to do that one, but definitely the other one, Dahmer, is off my list.
I don't know how it ends, but it is based on a true story. Like this really happened to a family.
Yeah. I'll see if I can do it.
Yeah, okay.
I'm instinct ferrets. I might be able to do that.
Okay, so I don't know where we are in time, but I wrote down, don't cheat.
I can't see. You
Quit
think I can
looking
see
at
the
my
glasses
list,
are in my
lady.
head?
I heard
Blind.
some acronyms, and I think I heard these on CBS This Morning, maybe?
Okay.
Or Good Morning America. I don't know. One of the talk shows, if I ever see somebody doing an acronym, I pause the TV, and then I get my notes out to see. I'm going to go with the easy one that I think we've done before, but
Okay.
we're just going to start early.
Okay.
So, HMU. HMU. Audience, do you know it? Don't say it out loud. Just raise your hand if you do. You know it.
Holy moly. Holy moly.
No.
Is it the end of the sentence?
Holy moly unicorn.
I think you said that shit last time I gave you this.
That's it. It's what makes
me
sense.
up.
Hit me up.
Hit me up.
Holy
Boy.
moly unicorn's way better.
Okay.
You've got to give context for this to give her a chance.
I know.
She never does.
Okay, here's a really long one. ICYMI. So if there was something exciting that happened recently, and I don't know if you knew about it or not, I might say ICUMI. Or if there was a change order on an order that was being processed, and I don't know if you were up to date on it, I might send you that.
I was going with if cows yawn, but I see.
Work for a dairy farm?
I'm getting the inner Amelia.
I know you put cheese on those bamboo trays, but do you work with the cows themselves, Lori?
Okay, so I'm gonna go with IC with the first 2 initials as that's what it is. IC.
Nope.
Oh shoot.
I'm just going to tell you because this show's going to go on forever. In case you missed it.
All right.
Anybody else know that one? No? All right.
Oh, audience.
You
Okay.
need context.
CMV.
Oh wait.
A new one. CMV. So, if we were debating something and you had your point, I would say CMV. Oh, I love it when I see eyes rolling. to the
Something
side.
about
Brandon's working super hard in the audience.
correct my view.
You're so close.
Oh! I'm close. I'm never close, Brandon.
Just the first word.
Correct my view. Consider my view.
Change my view.
Oh!
Correct my view is pretty good though. Correct,
Ooh.
change. I mean, okay.
What is it again?
CMV, change my view.
Change my view.
Okay,
I do try to remember these.
this is the last one.
Okay.
So FTFY. If you messed up an order and I found that you messed up, I might text you.
Do you know, we're gonna have to bleep this out. I was gonna say that you.
Yep, that's what it is.
It makes perfect sense. You messed up an order?
Yes.
50 Shades. 50 years? I don't know. What is it?
I like the that for you.
I thought it was good. It was quick.
Fix that for you.
It could be my first guess, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, we're just not going to do any more because this is going to go fast if it hasn't already.
That made total sense.
Can we put the NC, rating NC on
Yes,
this one?
you know what you
'Cause
can
this
do is you can put a bleeper over that and go beep, beep. beep, beep, beep. People will put it together themselves.
Or just everything Lori just said. Just beep. Maybe it's an emergency warning and we just black out the screen.
I like the bleep, bleep.
Okay, well, I'm going to cut Lori off before she's been on no sleep, and
But you know
I don't
what?
know how many glasses of wine
This is the
before
first one.
fancy club.
This
Yeah,
is,
sure it is.
no, I got in at 3. My club was not open. I was in baggage claim on the rounder. People were
keeps
sleeping next to me from the
spinning.
homeless people inside baggage claim. It was scary. I was ready though.
Are you going to get some high karate?
Yes, I can wrap that.
All right, we're going to move on.
Let's move on, Amelia. But those were good.
Those were good. Yeah, I got to come up with some more. All right. So thank you to the Magnet Group. I hope you're not offended by anything Lori has said or done, but just kidding. Be sure to go check them out. Make your customers happy. Go to themagnetgroup.com. Be sure to comment with your guilty pleasures. If anyone is watching Dahmer or Watch, don't run them for me, but please let me know if you're into them and they're like good to keep following through. Nominate your unsung hero and then tune in again, right? We'll have to come back
Absolutely.
November 11th. And Lori's going to give me a tip that I can actually follow for once.
It's super easy. Move the body, drink
Chew fiber pills.
fiber pills. Amelia has no issues.
And drink more coffee. You're good.
Girl. He's like, what's he doing?
Cheers, girl. Good to see
So
you.
good to see you.
Bartender, cut her off. Cut her off.
This is my first glass.